Let us work, let us work, let us work. Yeah. A minute late. I'll give that to those that hate on me. Yeah, a minute late. It's all good. It's all good. Ah, just the young lady I needed to see. Look at this. Let me talk to this young lady here. Young lady.
Good morning.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, good morning.
So, I do feel like yesterday was a very eventful morning. A lot of things
Yes.
jumped off. A lot of things went quick. I wasn't as involved as I should have been. Start there. Uh, but I want you to know that I wasn't trying to get your shot out there.
So
I'm not.
I
Yeah.
was up till 3 a.m. on Dave Life's Live last night. I am
Okay.
barely alive this morning.
Okay.
But we are good. We are good. You know what? It is most excellent from time to time.
Morning.
Good morning. It is good to be pushed. It is good to be challenged.
You did, Lynn. Do you realize that if you would have just like, I know you felt like I was against you, but I was so on your side that if you would have just found that one thing, it was over.
Listen, I
You
made a
realize,
list.
right?
I made a list, and yesterday there was a lot. I saw a lot going on for the entire day, and a lot of people brought up some brilliant stuff afterward, and there was tons of stuff. But it's difficult when I need a moment to unpack things. So it's all good. I
So,
hate that expression, by the way. I
Well,
hate that expression. But
then you did
oh,
very well.
all right.
Okay.
So, do you hate me, Lynn? Be honest.
What did
What
I
hater for what?
just say?
What I don't know what's going on
Huh?
here.
Good morning, Belle.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Lynn.
Val.
You said what?
Good
What?
morning,
What
Belle.
did you say?
And
I
no,
mean,
I
I don't
do.
know.
I don't hate anybody. You know that. I don't hate
No,
anybody.
me specifically. Don't win that game.
Let's have a coffee and
Anybody is
groove.
probably you probably know
He
anybody is
didn't
probably
throw
a
you
fancy
under the
name for
bus as many
Anthony.
times as you think he did, but he
It
meant
was a
well.
So,
different.
did you have tire tracks?
It
Did you have
was
tire
a
tracks on you?
different experience. Listen, it was a different experience, and from time to time, it gave me many things to ponder. It gave me many things to ponder, and that is good, and that is the point. One has to be able to reconsider and re-examine and make sure that one is aligned. And at the end of the day, I came to the conclusion that you can use whatever words you want, but if your energy is not aligned with what you're saying, when he said, 1 + 1 = 2, whether I say 1 + 1 fucking equals 2 or whatever he said,
Mm.
that's where, one can say, I love you, and you can feel the love in those words. And one can say, yeah, I fucking love you, and those words aren't true. So,
Mm.
alignment, that's still where I live. So at the end of the day, I was at peace.
Okay. Well, I felt like he hated me. Um,
God,
long.
Us
Swazzy,
was.
please.
As usual, listen, man. The ladies, if you don't hate me at least one time, I have not successfully
I'm
done
eating
the
my
podcast.
breakfast.
You
That's
understand?
okay.
Oh, let us be clear. And I did make this point yesterday, whether anyone heard it or not. A lot got lost yesterday.
Mm.
There are a few things.
Oh,
There are a few things that where I respect and appreciate you, but there are a few things where we're not quite aligned. I'm not going to
so
mention any orange people. Uh,
so oh so
Niori.
so 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 now we're gonna
Oh,
go back to my political views, right? And that's how
no,
we're going to
I'm simply
divide the land.
you asked me the question. I answered the question.
Okay.
One can have a different viewpoint, and still respect and love. That's the point. One can still respect and love. If there's too many viewpoints that are misaligned
So
and
you're
or
trying to say I
incorrect,
wasn't properly loved as a child. This is why this all went awry.
That's
I
what
didn't
this
say
Nobody
that.
hates Swazi. Nobody hates Swazi. And even when we're mad at him, we don't hate him.
Exactly. Thank you.
Like a sack.
Thank you. Thank you. But Belle can attest to my fatigue this morning.
You
Are
had
you
Kahlua
tired?
in your
Belle,
coffee.
could you
Irish
attest
whiskey.
that Lynn hates me? Do you think Lynn hates me?
No,
Be
she
honest.
doesn't hate
Be
anybody.
honest, Lynn. Come on, just because you feeling sexy, you got your little light going. I see you. I see you
Irish
giving us
coffee.
the best that you got.
No,
Jameson.
see,
Giving
there
me
it
the
goes.
best
There it
that
goes.
you
You,
got.
you
Yeah,
know how
I
to.
see you.
You know how to do it. I get it. There it
I
is.
see you. I see you.
Oh
I
my
see you,
God.
Belle.
There's too much
Shine,
light.
Belle.
Holy
Shine, Belle.
He
shit.
does it on purpose. I'm convinced.
It might be my ringlet thing. Wait a minute.
Ooh,
What do I do?
I look
I didn't
like
do
a,
anything
oh
on
God, I'm
purpose.
glowy in the dark.
Chilling.
I'm
No.
convinced.
What
Is
did
it
I do on
mine?
purpose? I just wanted to find out if Lynn hates me. I wanted to
Mm-mm.
know if Belle is in alignment with the hate that I
There
know
is no
about.
hate
I didn't
though.
know what it stemmed
And I
from,
wanted to know if
actually.
Mac is back at trying to take whatever I got.
So I think the question is, are you feeling guilty or something? I mean,
He
are
No,
you,
is.
are
I
you
feel like
This
feeling,
is
Cut
his
in
way
peace.
of saying, I'm
I,
sorry for putting you out there like that. I'm throwing you because I did throw you under the bus 3 times. He knows
yeah,
he did that.
he
He
knows
did?
he did it. And you know
So
what's
this is
important?
his
I know he
way
did
of
it
saying,
too.
hey, listen,
I
I
know.
know I
I'm
effed up.
sorry.
yeah,
All right, but it was no ill
look.
harm.
No, we're gonna deal with the logical standpoint. Hey,
Oh,
I went
Jesus.
in and tried to save Lynn. I tried to save her. All she had to do was grab the life raft and come with one actual item
She
that
did
he
though.
said. No,
I
she
felt
didn't.
that I
Please grab a
She
did.
could
higher.
She
attack.
But
did.
if you would like me to go through his commentary on how he shouldn't deal with bitches who are on their periods, because that's respectful.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Oh my
See that
goodness.
you would have won.
it,
Yo, wait. If you would have did any of that, yes. If you would have did any of that during the argument, you would have won. Because I set
you
you
know
up.
what,
I said
Swaz?
just give
I
me one
was
thing.
about to, but you cut me off, and that was one of the moments where you threw me under the bus. All I was doing, in my usual Toastmaster style, was buying myself a little time so I could get my thoughts together.
She
But
was.
then Mister went down the road of you're a woman and you can't keep track of
Your
you can't
attention
keep
span is
your
really short.
attention span. And I was like, it's not my attention span
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem right
He was
now.
basically trying to say you stupid, but
It's my energy that just took a bit of a dip, and I needed a second. And I was giving myself that second until I found 25 tire tracks on me. And then
that's
I was like,
Swazi.
okay, all right, let it go,
As if you were
let it go.
roadkill. Okay.
Roadkill, basically.
Yes,
Both of us.
I still have 45 tire tracks on me this morning,
Wait
going
a
in a
freaking
variety
minute.
of
Now, you know
directions.
the fuck what, Lynn?
Both
That
of
is
us.
not what happened. What occurred is when you went to try and make the point, not once, not twice, but thrice, you went back into his feelings. When I said I just need one item, just give me one thing.
I
Let's give me
was
one
about to,
tangible
but
thing.
as I said, the
One.
two of you. Okay, so the two of you.
Now we're a cohort. Now that's my co-part.
Hold on
Yeah,
now. Hold
because
on.
you are
Hold
in
on.
his course. So you are so yeah, it
I
would
haven't
be the
even been
two
to
of you.
school yet. I just
Hold
And
woke up.
on now.
Lynn,
I was. Yeah,
in your defense, you did speak, you did say you did bring up a point, but he didn't, I don't know. They wasn't listening.
Was
What
it
you
point
know
did you
what?
religion
bring up,
that
The,
Mac?
came
the,
into
the
Maybe I
thing
play?
is,
missed it. Listen, maybe I missed the point. Wait. What point did you bring up? Maybe I missed it. What did you say?
Let me think. She did. Okay, so
Was
she talked
religion
about
involved with
no
No,
religion
no
was
being
not.
on
oh,
her
oh my
religion.
period?
goodness, no.
There
Can you
was
imagine?
no,
Can you imagine? No.
That's why everybody
So
was able to like go back and forth and argue about it because there was no politics and there was no religion.
no,
Because I
These
remember
relationships
and
pressing
the
use
thing
mutual
is,
something.
values.
it was a tricky thing
Oh,
because
the
as soon as
insults.
Is a
You
man
know,
He was
wasting his
talking about
time?
the insults. The insults was the
yeah,
issue for him.
it was an insulting situation. And you know what? Usually I don't even pay minds to these kind of things.
You still
You
faded,
know,
Tay Tay.
hmm? What was that?
Tay Tay talk about she's still faded.
Tay
7
been
o'clock in
on
the
a
morning.
Henny run lately.
Yeah.
Are you feeling good today, darling? Is she?
It's
He's
Friday,
getting the
so
sun
Oh,
yesterday.
I'm still faded. Oh
So,
no.
Lynn, did you come in here this morning to tell me about myself?
to tell you about
He's
what?
feeling guilty, Lynn. Don't.
About me?
No,
Is this was this
He's
was
feeling
no,
this
guilty.
was this an attempt to throw Swaz under the bus?
absolutely not. I'm a grown up.
Hello,
You just got ran
504
over. You said I got you
artist.
ran over. You said I got you ran over. Hey,
Three
But
times you did it. 3 times.
but
how was it?
this
Okay,
is
wait.
this.
Who's
Hold
counting?
on now. Hold on. You asked me a question. I'm going to answer the question for you. I came up to make sure that you knew that no hard feelings because this is your live and I know the rules. When you come up here, anything goes. And if you're not ready,
So
then
what
you
are you
shouldn't
trying to
be
say? I
up.
had you in a mosh pit? Is that what you're saying, Lynn?
Um, I
Is that
know,
Saying
I
is
know
that
what
that
a,
this could happen again today without any
I
it
know what
notice,
a
never
mosh pit
happened
and
is.
that
again.
she's well prepared if
Are
it
you
And
happens
then
prepared
she
though,
was
again.
Lynn?
proud
Are you
crushed.
prepared
Was
to
that
And
it?
do what I told you? I may be an
to
asshole,
do what
but I
I
think the
told
advice
you.
was solid.
He's just a regular
You know,
man.
It
you know,
wasn't
I
diarrhea of
believe,
This
advice.
is
It was
I
words again.
advice.
believe that every day is a new day, and I believe, that one
Mm.
turns a page.
So you
And
ready to
I
put
did
your
not.
foot in Zeus's
I'm just
ass?
simply saying that I do not enjoy that young man's vibe. That's the long, the short of it. And I would not wish to
Yeah.
reengage for no particular reason other than I did not enjoy the situation. I did not enjoy the experience
Mm-hmm.
particularly.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed last night. Last night was delightful, wasn't it, Belle?
He has a sweet
Oh,
spot.
yeah. When we're talking about sex,
Ah!
I remember.
Yeah. So, and one of the things I got to say is I handle things
Found his sweet
differently on
spot.
someone else's live than I would on my own
All right.
because I respect the host,
So Lynn,
I don't.
the
let me
host
ask
with
you
the
a
most.
question. If it was just
Ask
you and
away.
I right here, no one here. Let's just act like no
Yeah.
one's here. Would you tell me about myself, or would you be just as gentle with your delivery? If it was just you and I.
Absolutely. I told you I believe in alignment. I'm not saying anything that I wouldn't say just between the two of us. I have no malice. I have no desire to hurt or wound anyone. I believe that the world needs healing, and I do not believe I'm pouring gasoline on
I
anybody.
believe the children
So
of the
if somebody
future
if somebody is
teach them
in
well.
pain,
To the
Let
and if
them
somebody
future.
has a different
pave
point
the
of view,
way.
Make
but
a
again,
better
I
day.
did not
Make a
enjoy. I do
better
not enjoy that person's
Possessed
gun.
inside.
On the other
Give
hand, I'm
them.
not saying that
in
he
the
doesn't do good work
world.
for what he
Gonna
does
make it a better
But
and
Lynn,
his mission.
you do
for
realize that
you and for
I will
me
forever be
and
your
the
pal, your
entire.
bud. I will never ever let you get ran over repeatedly.
There's people
At first,
dying. Can't enough of it living. Make it better
It's
My
oh,
lady
you
for
know
brought
what,
a little.
Swaz?
you and for
If I need to
me.
get out of my feet and I need to get myself my very own bulldozer, if I need to switch vehicles, that's what I'll do.
For you
just come as
and
far as
for
I will
me.
wrap that in
If
the
I
car, get
need
you the
if
food.
I need a car that's faster than my Fiat, if I need to upgrade to a Ferrari,
Mm.
Can't
You too
enough
drunk? You
Praise
too
to
if
drunk,
God.
you
Tay Tay? Tay Tay,
It's
why are you
Thank
better
you for
drunk like
saying
days
it,
that?
Mac.
for you and for me. I'm sorry.
Let there be
Oh,
peace on earth and let it
oh,
be with
I have
me.
puppies who want food.
Lynn, Tay Tay has suggested therapy,
Oh,
and she's a
yeah.
nurse.
For me? For me or for the lad?
For you.
My lady brought a little.
Oh. Oh, Lord, Tay, tell Tay, Tay, darling, it's all good. You know, I actually have a girl on speed dial if I need her.
She got it, yeah.
And
She got one
I've
of the
been
speed dials
I've
crazy.
been in therapy since I was 19, so I'm familiar with the process.
Let me
It's all
light the
good.
candle.
It's all good. What's needed now is coffee.
That's
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry. This is breath spray.
Ooh, probably
Breath
Beth's
spray
breath spray might be important
hurts
too.
a lot.
She
But I
can't
Oh,
help
was
it
trying to light the
because the whole
candle.
the whole the whole focus is her right now, Tay Tay. So Lynn is one of those people. She doesn't like to be in trouble. She doesn't like
what's she
to
been in
ever
trouble?
go. Like when I'm saying in trouble, it's just the focus is hers. Like she doesn't want the focus
I
on
gotta
you.
take the trash out, y'all. Y'all
She
know
would
it's
prefer it
Friday.
be
It was
anywhere but
yesterday.
her
The
right
trash
now.
was yesterday.
Oh,
Doubly
I'm
so.
sorry.
Today's Friday. I don't have a
15
Today
to
is
I
2.
Friday.
don't.
It's Friday. What up,
It is
Friday?
Friday.
No
Oh,
Friday.
I guess
It
I
is
should get the
Friday.
lighter and
do it
not the breath
myself.
spray
You know
to
what I'm
light the
saying?
candle.
What did
Uh
he
oh.
say about me yesterday? Because I was coddled and
Oh
the
yes,
men let
yes,
me do
yes.
whatever I
Yeah,
wanted
nah,
to
he
I
do.
think you know.
Uh,
yeah,
you get it
jumped on
immaculate,
Mac like a trampoline. Yeah.
The
huh?
I think I
immaculate
was
is
also
marriage.
surprised. I was also surprised about some of the comments because some of the people in the comments that were aligned with things or threw a little bit of mud at me. I was surprised at who they were. I think I was a little taken
Mm.
aback at
There's
that
a lot of
too.
dick suckers.
Are you saying
Um,
that?
Dick
Are you
suckers.
saying that a lot of people that were throwing you under the bus were people you actually knew?
there was a couple of women that I
Dick
had
suckers.
respect for. That threw some
Mm.
mud my way. Him I could deal with, and him that's actually what puzzled me, because there was one woman that I actually hold in high regard, and yeah,
Say her
her
name. Say her
behavior,
name.
And
but
she sucks
uh,
dick.
but I will say,
Trying to understand.
not everybody, as you have pointed out time and time again,
That's
not
the light.
everybody up here is
I
who they
forgot I was
claim
supposed
to
to
be.
press a button. I was
Hey,
talking
Tay.
to the screen, and you wasn't even saying nothing.
Nah, yeah, ma, you
Who's in
definitely
the
can.
bed
You
now?
gotta wait for the live to join you. You can't just join the live
Oh,
without
that's
us being
Tay.
there.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
God.
That
You in
is
a
our
whole nother.
beautiful Tay.
You in a different live, Tay Tay. I know it's Friday. It's Friday, right? But what I need
Friday.
you to
That's what
do,
he said, Friday.
Right,
yeah,
Tay.
yeah, it's
It
Friday.
just
Which is
got
not the same as fried Tay.
No,
not
it's
as
not Friday. It's
Friday.
Friday,
Oh
Not
right?
Right,
God.
Tay.
Friday,
Friday,
but Friday.
Friday.
Tay. Tay.
Cook
Has
ass. Put her on
breakfast
the bed.
arrived?
We drunk. We making a head spin right now, but I know she got breakfast. What do we have?
Wait,
I
what?
need to see it.
I
I
had
need to see the
breakfast.
breakfast.
I had
The
What?
breakfast.
ladies would
You
You
like
want
to
to
got
see
see
your
it?
breakfast
meat.
for me?
The
You want to
ladies
see the
want to
meat?
see your meat, Tay Tay.
You have breakfast for me?
Wait,
Has
what?
breakfast arrived?
I got
I
Somebody
had
sent you
my
breakfast, Tay
this.
Tay?
breakfast.
This is my breakfast.
What the fuck,
Oh,
Oh,
Tay Tay?
darling.
No!
that looks like a
That's my
huge
breakfast.
sausage. Is that a
There it
hot
is.
sausage?
I don't
Why
have
is
any
that?
I'm
Why
breakfast
is that
today
zooming.
dildo so freaking light skinned?
That's a
because they ran
sausage.
out the black ones. I told you this before.
Oh,
They don't
Okay,
have the black ones.
Swaz, we need to clear something up. Color doesn't matter, but size does.
All right.
color doesn't matter.
No,
It doesn't. If
no.
it works, it works.
It, mm,
I
mm.
So you
guess.
just looking for
But
workers. Just looking for
but
workers.
in order to make sure that I myself have no issues with color, I make sure that my toys are a rainbow.
Mm.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Not the same rainbow, by the way, that Tay
That makes
possessed.
sense.
But I'm just saying a selection of
Oh,
pinks and purples and blues and all kinds of fun things.
Mm.
Lipsticks. Your lipsticks.
mhm.
Yes, yeah. That was a beautiful pink and cream.
Tay Tay, were you there for yesterday's exchange
They're
between
different sizes,
Zeus and Lynn?
colors.
Oh God, why you have to bring him up?
Well, the
That
only reason I
guy.
brought it up is because I felt like Lynn hated me. So I talked about it because
Okay.
she, like,
Oh
So
God,
what had
hate
happened was,
hate is a strong word.
okay.
Yeah,
So
just,
that's
let's
just,
let's
strong.
just for the
have a
moment,
let's have a
just for a
very
moment.
brief teachable moment on guilt. So when you're feeling guilty about something, it means that your conscience has been pricked to do something that says you
I'm not a
stepped
prick.
out.
I'm not a prick.
You
Stop right there. No, you stop right fucking there, Lynn. Not a prick.
Your conscience has been pricked. Use that
Nothing's
as a
pricking me.
verb, not a noun.
Yeah, nothing's pricking
Your,
me.
your conscience has been
My
pricked
hair
to
is
say
prickly.
you stepped outside and violated your own
Your
set
hair
of
looks great.
values, and that's why you're in your
That is
feelings
not
right now.
true. That is
Looks
not true.
really good.
I believe people do their best coming from underneath the bus, in my humble opinion. I've seen
Mm.
Okay.
Wells.
All right. Okay.
Well,
He is
Okay.
the
Okay.
he's
So what
he is
were
the
flattering.
phoenix
what
that
were some of
has
the things?
risen.
Okay. So let's see. Referring to women as bitches, as you know, is always problematic for me. Referring to women as delusional, and again, the force at which, I don't understand why on these lives, because it didn't just happen yesterday, but this concept of independence being such a dirty word, because there's this misalignment between people being independent, codependent. Um, yeah, yeah, there's just a weird set of words that take place, and then with this word submissive. I heard a woman yesterday say, and she was absolutely brilliant. I think she's a writer, and she said, it's
Excuse me.
submissive is not the right word for this. Um, and then my brain being tired this morning forgot what word she actually used, but I'll come back up with it because she was a
Descent.
brilliant.
Since
What was
like
that?
everybody else, she's probably borrowing other people's ideas. He said
That's
cooperative.
Oh, it,
weird.
it, it
Continue.
could be. Um, and then this
Because
this
I
idea
don't
of
smell an original idea out the lot. But let's continue.
and then there was this really brutal idea that really left me sick to my stomach, about the aggression of certain women, and then an explanation as to why certain people date outside their race because of the aggression of certain ladies, and that absolutely left me sickened.
A black woman. Just say it, Lynn.
Who
All right
said
then.
that?
Just say it.
Lynn,
Yeah, well, because
Lynn,
I
just
am
do it.
so anti
Lynn, just do
anti
it. Lynn, just do it
divisive.
before
He
Clue?
said,
Milton gets upset.
and I quote, make sure we all know I'm quoting him. He said that black women were aggressive and they were responsible for men dating outside their race. And at that point, I think my whole system kind of curdled. And I think my brain probably did blow a fuse.
So
Um,
so so did you get a tape of the live? How did you manage to get to all of these points when you needed one during yesterday's argument? Where'd you find all of these points?
Where did I find these points? After I stepped back and gave myself a chance to eat some food because I hadn't had my breakfast yet. I had my breakfast, and then all my thoughts came tumbling down. And usually I have those kind of lists on the tip of my tongue. But again, I did say to you, his energy was messing with my wiring, and I fully, I own that. His energy came at mine at that point, and it made me tired. And I don't enjoy losing energy to anybody or anything. And then once I was able to step away and bounce on my trampoline and have
I'm
some breakfast
good.
and do a little work,
I'm
all
good.
my thoughts came flooding back, and I'm like, okay, here they are.
Who the fuck is that?
It took a
Well,
minute to percolate. That's all.
Tay Tay,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lynn has
I'm thinking
been
wrong.
under care since 19 years old. She doesn't need any more therapy. I think. I think
I'm no longer
she's
19.
That's
fully
good.
engaged.
That's good.
I'm
I need
glad.
all the
That was
therapy
quite
I
a
can get.
conversation I
I
missed
would love
I'm
it.
yesterday.
I'm glad that I have been under care. It's that's the Canadian way. We take care of our people so that we can come up and be strong and aligned because we've been taking care under our healthcare system where we don't have to pay. We access the services that we require so that we can grow and have these grown up discussions.
I agree with that, DJ.
What was the guy's name?
Zeus.
Oh, that's
Zeus.
Beeman. Good morning.
Big
Good
feet.
morning.
Big
He
hands and
wants.
feet.
He
Yeah.
wants.
So when he said that I was in my feelings, well, and then he was not, that there is untrue because unless you are a sociopath or a psychopath, everybody deals with feelings on some level or another. It really what the issue is are you being controlled by your feelings?
It's that smear the DJ.
Or
No,
are you able to get your feelings under control? And
no.
yesterday, with his presentation, his vibe, his what he was doing, and how I was reacting to that, I was not able to conquer the frustration that I was feeling yesterday. Which
So
So
again was
was
Beeman
short
is
enough.
so
Zeus?
was it really me that threw you underneath the bus, or was it me that came and threw you under the bus and handed you a bus ticket? Like, there's no reason for
What?
you to be under there trying to ride with the bus. I'm gonna need you to get on the
That's
bus.
Beeman.
Well,
Big hand Beeman.
I definitely don't think that you were grabbing my arm, steering me away from the bus. Um, my emotions belong to me. My reactions belong to me. But
Mm.
I wasn't
What
jumping
is
in front of the bus.
what is the topic? I'm not even
Was it an
understanding where we
Lynn
actual
at.
wanted me to give up.
situation?
Lynn wanted me to give up logic for her emotions at the time.
You know,
She
no,
wanted
no.
me to
Now,
find a way. I couldn't.
Lynn doesn't want anything.
So
Lynn just came up here as Lynn always does
Lynn,
to make sure
hold
that
on,
Lynn,
you
hold
don't think
on,
that I'm some chicken shit that's going to
Lynn,
avoid.
Lynn, hold on, because my head is spinning and you're
Mine
talking
too. I'm
a
sorry.
lot. I'm
I
trying to
thought
understand.
Tay was
So
masturbating.
there was a huh?
I thought you were
Oh,
masturbating.
not yet, not.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What was I
I
saying?
didn't know.
no,
So,
Um,
wait. No,
so
such
there
a
was a
turd.
conversation yesterday, and Lynn was
Yeah,
thrown under the bus,
this is
under the
what
bus,
happened. Zeus and Lynn were going at it, right? They were going back and forth,
as he always does with every female.
right? And there was a debate,
Beeman?
right? And so what Lynn did was she pointed out the fact that the delivery wasn't effective, right? Which was fine, right? But what we wanted to do was to debate one of the actual things that any item, right? We just wanted to tackle one of those items, what Lynn opposed, and then he would expand or not expand, and then we can elaborate as a lot. But every time I tried to get Lynn to do it, she would just reiterate the fact that I don't like the way he's talking. I don't like the way his energy is. I don't like, right? And okay, we understood that already, Lynn. And I'm like, so I'm trying to save her. I'm trying. I'm like, Lynn, can you just find any item, right? He said a whole lot of shit. Anything that you can focus in on, and well, you know what, Swaz? You know what? I don't like his delivery. Lynn, I can't save you. I can't.
No, I agree and I disagree at the same time.
Okay.
What was the item that what?
He had about 20 of them bitches. He had a good 20.
In the bed
So
with him?
she just had to pick one.
Just had to pick one.
Okay. Now I do agree with Lynn. His delivery, I've told him many times, he has a way of saying certain uh oh God, saying certain deliveries, and
He's
it's
from
the way it
Africa, you
comes
know.
it's the way it comes off to where it's
Mm-hmm.
like you really sound delusional. But when he breaks it down, you can understand him. And I keep telling him that. And then another thing too, he will he will make comments about females and then we will have a reaction. But then when we say something about him, he's not able to have a reaction. Like, how does that work?
and
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
understanding.
Now y'all
that
gonna
was
make
one
me
of the
drop the
things
tape. They're gonna make me drop the
that
tape,
was
Lynn.
Yes, I would
uh,
like to hear this
I will
motherfucking shit.
drop it for 24 hours. I am that type of guy.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
know. I know you
Bible
are. But
I
protest.
what
will give
my
them
I
24
guess
hours to figure this shit out because y'all not gonna sit here and act like I didn't make like I'm making this whole shit up. Oh no no no
no, no. Look,
I don't know.
look.
I wasn't there. I don't know. I
If I
don't know.
had a moment, where I couldn't deliver, I
no.
apologize. You. By the way, Swaz, what color is your cape?
Is his cheek,
Look at this shit she's on.
I'm crying.
his butt
It's the
cheek?
I'm
color
just.
of the
You
Canadian
really don't
flag.
even have to
Red,
prove
white, and
Oh,
nothing
blue.
that's
to
sweet.
that fool over
That's
there.
sweet.
Big
Don't
Thank you,
prove
capital
Tay.
E.
nothing to him.
Thank you,
He's
Tay.
really delusional, and I told him that yesterday. He keeps
Big Beamer?
freaking. If I screenshot and screen record the amount of times that he's asked me to get on that freaking podcast, and I've deliberately said
Declined.
no.
He
He
declined.
keeps
Big Beamer?
asking over and over. What time do you get off? You coming on tonight? Are you still coming? Are we on? Like, stop.
Mm.
Stop
So you
it.
got the DJ Khaled syndrome. The follow
Yeah,
up is
pretty
intense.
much.
You got an
Absolutely.
intense follow up.
Absolutely. But
Listen,
then you
some
don't
people
And
want
get very
people to
thrown
have
with that.
their opinion and have a voice on your platform. I'm not understanding.
Tay Tay, there's literally people
Really,
paying
Tay?
this man $700.
That's what I'm saying. I
Like,
don't
so
understand. And
He
y'all
has a new
really
record
listening
out,
to
I
this
if
saw.
I'm
bullshit that
listen,
he's
if y'all
pulling
paying
off?
him 700, I'm gonna need $7 grand. I'm just
he
being
Y'all
should
honest.
be.
out of
He
your
Like,
should
mind.
be.
Y'all
I'm
really
hoping.
out of your mind.
I hope he's contributing to your friend with the daughter. I hope he's contributing.
listen. I don't know if he contributed. Somebody did. There was a big donation to her. Somebody dropped $500 off. I don't know who it was.
Oh
Right.
wow.
So I'm gonna assume that even if it wasn't him, it was the energy he brought to the live that got that money in her pocket. So
Big
Mm,
Beamer?
Well, I certainly hope so.
yeah,
mm.
no. He
One
drove
thing
the
though,
numbers
I
up, and maybe
appreciate.
somebody altruistic that we don't know said, you know what, I heard the story, and they helped out.
I think one thing that I've found too is it's always nice if you can deal with someone who's a little bit gracious, and he can't concede anything. When a person comes back with "I don't care, I don't care, I don't care," again, that's already not aligned because you're out here. You care about something. So to say, oh, I don't care about my delivery, well, then why talk? If you don't want to be heard, then why are you speaking? If all that's important to you is being right, I think that's a problem as well.
Well,
Yeah,
Lynn,
that's
he
it.
made a post, and I'm gonna share it with you. I think this post was created just for you. I doubt you even follow him, but this is what people do. They have these arguments with people, and the other person is not always seeing the shots being fired. Right?
Mm.
Kind of weird, but people do it. So
People do it.
I doubt you've seen this. He sent it to me, and this is what it was. All right. So you got this guy, you got him confirming a square payment, right? That's number one, right? Then it says 700 even, right? Now, it's very funny. He acts like he wanted to cross the stuff out, but he didn't, obviously. I love you, Zeus. I love you,
Mm-hmm.
Zeus. Zeus, I'm
Mm-hmm.
Swaz. I see through men.
Zeus
But
is
anyway,
Demon, right?
Zeus,
No,
Oh,
Zeus
Zeus,
is Zeus.
look, this is one of his testimonials. This is one of his clients that literally responded to him yesterday. Says, thank you, Zeus. Wasn't going to pay that price, but I was really down. I know hurting someone isn't an option or myself. Even though you're harsh, you're right. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm acting like a bitch.
is this a
Not
love
me.
letter?
Oh
I'm
man.
too young to let one woman do me foul. I'll consider moving to a bigger city. And I promise I won't keep calling or threatening to harm her or myself. You have my word. It was worth the money. That
I
call
think
honestly saved
mm-mm,
lives. Not to sound
no.
cray cray.
I
Period.
think that was intentionally like given to that person to say that.
So do you
That's
think this is a contrived testimonial? Do you think we should be
it's
calling Mr. Zeus on the carpet for
hell no.
contriving testimonials? Do you think this was
No, I need proof. I need
do you
proof
think this
that
was generated by Mr. Zeus in the Zeus land? Like he made this for
Factor.
himself?
have you taken this class? Have you taken a course?
I just got this scholarship approved yesterday. I just got approved.
Oh, you see what I'm talking about?
It says
And what
my
what have you learned?
listen, this is what he said. This is what Zeus said about what was said in look, he said my delivery may be harsh, but effective. If I can save even one person,
Oh my
I
God.
can sleep
From
like a
what?
baby at night. And then he
Where
follows that with a solid PS. Taking bookings. 700 for 1 hour, 300 for 30 minutes. And
that's crazy.
you know what creeps me out?
That is crazy.
It's bad
People
math.
pay.
No, it's bad math,
Exactly.
yo. No,
Exactly.
the math is not good. Because
It's
I could pay
not.
for 2 half hours and save $100.
There you go.
It's bad math.
It is
At
That's
bad
why I
most
math.
talk to Mr. Zeus.
50, from what I
So
So,
hear.
that's why
what
I
are
said that
Oh, you didn't
that's
say that?
outrageous.
what are his credentials, by the way?
I don't know.
Does that
Google.
matter?
Google.
This is when I get frustrated for him. Does that matter, Lynn?
$700?
Yep.
Do you have
Even.
the $300 to figure out more? Huh? Because this man right now, get him while you can.
Where did he go?
Get him while you
To
can.
Harvard? Yeah.
No, he
Could
went to
never.
Harlem. He went to Harlem.
Could never.
Harvard.
School of
Harvard.
Harlem, he said. No, the School of Harlem. Harlem.
Okay. There's a
What about the
college
East
there.
Side? Harlem. What about the West Side? Harlem.
Oh my God.
Harlem.
That
I
school
don't
has
know if
probably
there's a
been out
college
of
there now.
business for a couple of years.
Man, listen,
Well, I mean, you know what? There were plenty of ladies. There were plenty of ladies who were quite taken with his charm,
Of
and
course. And that's what I told him. He thinks that he can get away with it because he's so cute and he has this nice smile and aura about himself that he can
because
say
I don't
anything.
But why? But now
I
you got
don't
to, ladies, you
know.
got to ask yourself, why can you still be attracted to somebody that's saying absolutely nothing you want to hear?
I don't know.
Well, you know,
That's
That's
something
so
else.
there
It's
are
like,
true.
there are
how can
people
you
out
find
there
that sexy?
who really really approved of what he was saying, and really looked and good for them. They had
Benita,
the
like he
stomach.
stood 10 toes. It was the 10 toes down approach that he took. You
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
understand? And most women that are, no disrespect, but like older women, they respect that in men. Like they don't want men all
But a good
wishy-washy.
ass kicking?
Like
Is that what
those young guys that y'all got that y'all can switch like the motherfucking weather. Yeah,
a good ass
yeah.
whipping? Is that what you're
That
trying
that
to
remember,
espouse?
if you can switch them, so can she. If you
I
can
just
switch them,
think that
so can she.
that
Simple.
the irony is that I actually listened to what he had to say, and I just felt that he did not appreciate the fact that many of us were struggling to hear him in spite of his delivery. We put that effort in,
Mm.
The ass whipping older guy. No?
and at
What
no
are you guys
time
talking about?
did he
Is
ever
Belle here? Is she
say
with us
anything.
today?
Huh?
Who's drunk? Is it Tay Tay or Belle?
No, I
Who's
have my
what?
community coffee, sir.
Say some
Who's
New
what?
Orleans
community
staple.
coffee. What?
Community
Mm.
coffee.
Oh,
Community coffee.
I was about
Yes,
to
it's
say
a
what?
New Orleans staple. But I'm trying to understand here.
I'll be outside more than the crossing guard,
The
y'all.
gentleman is a PhD or an MD in some capacity. And
No, he went to community college. No,
well,
Don't
he could
disrespect
get
that
an
man.
associate.
no, he does not.
He communed at the college.
He communed.
No.
Wasn't it? Yes.
All right.
While at the college. It just happened to be a community college. Obviously.
Oh boy.
She
These
said
two
There's
words
Harvard.
nothing
matter,
wrong
don't
with
they,
there's
Belle?
nothing wrong with being a self-made person as long as you are careful not to push other people who may be unstable over the edge. And that is my concern with people who
Does he teach at
may or
Dr.
may not
Umar's school?
have.
Lynn, somebody paid him $700
Hmm.
to be told he was a bitch.
Well,
Exactly. Not
you
understanding.
know,
You guys are not.
Does
I have
that?
two schools of thought on that. Um, Again, someone who can't do math, and are desperate people being exploited.
Mm.
But
Hate the
again,
math.
people make their choices. They're
What,
grown-ups.
I'm gonna.
would you be mad if I exploited them too?
Hell yeah.
Exploited
Well,
sexual
I think
activities.
I guess I need to pull back these rates that I plan on publishing.
are we? Wait, are we pimping again? What are we doing?
No, I'm just
I'm
trying
I'm
to,
I'm,
I'm just
I'm
trying to
trying
get
to
a couple
follow.
bills paid.
I'm
So, man,
crying.
this guy made me realize, like, wait, if he's doing 700 an hour, the fuck?
Doing
What am I
what?
Right.
doing?
Is a
Mm.
golden cup.
Well,
It's
I don't
crazy.
I don't know if it was golden.
Yeah, I think I have to start charging, guys.
Mm.
700 a pop.
No, I'm gonna have to be more expensive.
That's a lot of
Well,
licking.
Well, then you're gonna have to be the bad guy,
Oh,
Swazi.
well, I got to do it. I'm already a bad guy. I tell women what they don't want to hear. I just
Lenny
deliver
Lickens.
it a little better.
Talk to you about
At least we agree with you.
the new monkey
No, you
bars.
don't. If Zion was here right now,
Recipe.
she would definitely disagree that y'all agree with me.
Mm-mm.
She's like Mr. Orange Man. She'd tell you all these different things. She'd have a whole bunch of tropes that she's
I'm
defined for me.
crying.
Do I know the Zeus man? The Zeus, Dr. Zeus?
I don't know
I
if you know
think you.
Dr.
I
Zeus.
don't know if you met him
Oh,
before.
that's a good one.
Mm.
That's a good one for
Well,
you,
I
Dr.
I
believe
Zeus.
don't know if you've met Dr. Zeus. Yeah, I think that's now the official name. I think that's going to stick.
That's
You
when
know,
when he improves himself. He becomes Dr. Zeus. Like when he gets to
Mhm.
that,
he's a
because
PhD.
Lynn wants to keep up with him
Mhm.
every 10 years. Yes.
Hmm.
Lynn wants to what? Sorry.
That's when I felt like she had lost control of the argument. When she said, "Well, every 10 years, I just want to see what you're going to be doing, where you're going to be going, who's going to be friends,
Mhm.
No, I
are they
didn't
going to
say
be
that.
dancing?"
I said again, the second time I have to correct you. I said he would be well to check in and have a look at himself and review his, every 10
Do
years
we need to
for him to see where
rewind the
he's
tape?
at.
That's right.
Mhm.
Do you
I
want me to
won't.
rewind the tape? Lynn? Is that what you asked for?
There's
The tape to
you
be
can
rewound?
study that after. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was so twisted up,
Okay. All right.
and
Mhm.
maybe I was having a blonde moment or a man moment or some sort of moment. I was so
Well, you're
proud of my
not a
daughter the
man.
other day. I got to tell you, I was so proud of her. She came down and she said, "Mommy, I had a man moment. I brought a fork when I needed a spoon."
Mm,
I was so touched.
I'm
I
crying.
don't understand how that's a man moment, but okay.
Mm.
Wow. To meet Dr. Zeus. Where is he? Let's
Tan,
call
has
him.
breakfast come?
No, I'm recovering. That's what I'm
Okay,
doing.
okay,
Recovering.
okay.
You
All right,
okay?
we'll be gentle. If you're in recovery, we'll be gentle.
She has her
Oh,
dildo. I saw
goodness.
that. Tay, you have it?
Oh
It was.
yeah, I do. I don't
She
even
has
know
it in the
how she
mornings.
got out. I know what she.
Yo, who can control Bell?
Hmm.
No, I'm just
Who
wondering
Hmm?
how
got
that
this lady
works.
under control? This woman's out of control.
What's that?
This is a
What?
freaking maverick. Look at her. She's scared of these lives.
I'm
Talking
just
about
trying to get an
dildos whenever she
understanding
wants.
here about Dr. Zeus
Okay.
and Tay Tay's.
And what's wrong with that?
I feel like she should. I'm just
Activity.
surprised. Bell had came with such
I was
such
off. I ate my
I
Yeah.
thought you
crispy
were
crunchy chicken for breakfast.
the oracle of the lives.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I've been busy. I care for a 100-year-old lady, and
Mm.
I was in the sun and the heat in New Orleans yesterday for like 5 hours.
Oh my
And she
god.
said, the breeze is nice. I was fanning her.
Oh, of course it was
Oh,
breeze.
Oh my god.
At least you ain't fart on it. It was
She
a
has
good
you
breeze.
stupid.
Good breeze.
the breeze is nice. You're a
It
church
sounds you
fan.
stupid.
Could have been any breeze underneath the sun dealing with Bell. At least it was a
Oh
fan.
my god.
About two shades
Yeah.
brighter.
Hawaiian Bay breeze. Who knows?
Yeah, she said the breeze is nice.
Is that the young lady you were allowing to do things that she shouldn't be doing, Bell?
Hush.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
Velma. Gotcha. I got you,
Uh-oh.
Velma. I got you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. How long were you at the strip
Oh
club?
no.
How long were you two at the
Give
strip
you
club?
trouble.
She just likes what she
Don't take
likes.
that.
Belle got in trouble?
You brought the old
Yes.
lady to the strip club,
Mm.
man.
Oh,
Yes. Just what her little,
Clearly, you
you
know
know.
what kind of day it is? This is what kind of day it is.
it's
You need something
coffee.
tall and black?
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice.
Don't let
Right,
that go over your
Lynn?
head.
When you want something tall and
Lynn
black.
was definitely
I'm
not
still
letting that go over
waiting.
her head. She was definitely
I'm I'm
hit that
still
booty out
waiting
the
for
sky.
him.
Hey,
Who
what?
you waiting for? Oh, you waiting for your you waiting for your rematch? Lynn?
Um,
Rematch? Oh
Tall and
man,
black.
it's
Yo,
Friday,
Lynn want a
so
rematch. Nah, you see, it's not even no title, Lynn. We chilling.
Let me get him on this IG. I'm
No,
gonna look him up.
I think it will
Oh,
be
he's
Belle's
still
turn.
he's
I
still
think it will be
sleeping.
I just
Belle's
want
turn.
experience.
No, I want Dr.
Oh,
Zeus to meet Polly. That's number one.
You know
It has
what?
to happen here.
Yeah,
Birds
Didn't
and
I
after
do it
feathers.
already?
yesterday, Polly ran through my mind, and I thought, oh, they're going to be fast friends,
Oh,
What was that?
or
that's gonna be
not.
great. And then I would like to see, because that young lady, the writer, she knew, she
mm-hmm.
knew. Because I threw shots at her, Tay Tay. She was out here
Uh-oh.
running around talking shit like, oh yeah, I'm the best. You don't want the smoke.
You said the
Oh,
writer?
that's what she said. She said things were positional, not. That's the word she used. She
Mm-hmm.
she said,
Hold on, wait. I got a paprika finger. I need to motherfucking tell him about himself. I might
Uh-oh.
not ever
Paprika
ask
finger.
Faiza
Uh-oh.
Mod 3803.
Uh-oh.
Fucking like I don't
Uh-oh.
show up on goddamn your lives trying to get at it. You don't show up on ours trying to get at it. Have some
Oh,
respect.
man.
Faiza Mod
Put my
380.
binder here. 3803. There it is.
I'm your big fan. You don't even know who the hell I am. You would know better than a fan at me, bitch.
Oh, my God.
The
Now, if
bayonet.
you want to talk to me, it's $9.95. 95 for 3 hours.
and to all those in the comments who are saying hello to me, hello and good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are on the globe.
He's still talking about Lynn Smith, ma'am. High. Fuck, you don't get, this is not Baywatch, man. Go watch that shit on the block.
What's that? Baywatch?
3803.
What's Baywatch got
Please,
to do with anything?
you know those people from out of the country, they see a blonde
Pamela
hair woman, they get
Anderson.
weird.
Yep. Yeah, Pamela Anderson.
They do the same thing with the black girls too. They the ones that got the black fetish, they be acting really weird, man. Oh, black girl's upside, let me go jerk off. He's just talking. I love it.
I think I've been instructed to say a name, but then if I say it badly, sir, it that's dangerous.
No, I'm not
And
married.
too.
Kadoja. Sorry.
Phazamad? Phazamad. Is that it? Phazamad?
Pfizer
Fazo.
Mod 380
3.
3.
It's Faiz Ahmad.
Ah,
Faiza. Yeah, I would take Faiz Ahmad. Ooh, sharp, Tay.
Oh, my
I
Sharp,
think
God.
that is
Tay.
correct.
Y'all
Faiz
What's
was
the
Ahmad.
y'all was
3803?
making my head hurt.
What's the 3803 mean, though? Tay, take us all the way there. You know a lot
So
about Faiz.
it's his bank card. The last 4 digits of the bank card.
Mm,
Oh, I had
or it
that
could have been the
already
start
written
of his.
down.
It could be the start of his ailments.
I'm crying. I can't.
Fire.
Now I cannot get to know you more. It's crazy.
Kadoja.
Want to get to know you.
What country are you from, Kadoja?
He's a Habibi.
He's from
He's a Habibi from India.
Tajikistan. Are you from Tajikistan?
Mm-hmm.
I
Salacha?
don't know.
His last
Tajikistan.
name
That's
is
here
Oh,
in
God
Ahmad.
bless
America.
you, brother. God bless you.
Oh man.
Happy
Hot
trolling.
skull. Now there's some imagery. Hot skull.
Oh goodness.
Oh, hot
What you like,
skull.
right?
I bet I'm not getting the same kind of imagery as to his intent.
Kadoso. You sent me a request?
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
man.
Belle.
I'm going to have to check.
Yeah.
Well, now we all know how to do this. If you want to speak to Belle, it's $60 an hour.
Mm.
That's all.
Make it 5. Make it
That must
500.
be goddamn.
500. If you want to be, if it happens on Swazland, it's 500 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And, Bell, I need my kickback.
Yes,
Mm.
My
sir.
kickback.
I'll write that down to
That's 10%.
Thank you. Pimps don't work for free.
Oh,
speaking of
Nigeria.
pimps, where's Critty? Oh, he's from Nigeria.
Critty taking care of the flock, making sure everybody is well put together.
Why is his
With the
kickback?
shoes. the shoes.
I think
His pimp shoes.
you got a little appointment with the dentist. I say we raise Critty the money he needs to get his top row.
Critty's doing fine. Critty doesn't need help.
Mm.
Speaking of raising money, I gotta thank y'all all because we raised that money to pay that young girl's rent.
Oh
And
yeah, how is she?
she's good. I haven't had an opportunity to speak to her because I was being a hoochie daddy last night, but
Uh-oh.
I'm back. I'm back, and
Now that involves the
I'm
shorts,
grateful.
correct?
Mm.
That
Well,
involves just
it's cut off gray
fucking
sweatpants
doing things
and
that
riding
my
on the
black ass shouldn't have
interstate
been doing.
at 4:30 in the morning, all happy and
Trap, you tapping in, bro? What's good with it? I ain't seen you in a hot minute.
I'm like, where is he coming from?
Yo, Lynn got the whole freaking my whole drawing box is full of paprika fingers. All trying to see Lynn right
What does
Oh,
that mean?
I know.
What does that mean? I'm sorry, what?
Habibis.
Oh, I think
Indians.
I
Paprika
understood. A little
fingers.
delay.
Paprika fingers.
I'm a little delayed.
You know,
Okay.
little seasoned,
Little shell shocked.
little seasoned fingertips they like to display.
Mm-hmm.
Paprika fingers. I'll look it up.
Yes, that's a coined by me. Lynn. I mean, Bell, you're not
What,
listening.
What
Lynn
paprika
ain't
does
come
this
up with
fingers.
mean?
Okay.
a paprika finger. Just picture paprika on someone's finger. you would envision the men that have tried to get on here. You would envision them. Just you've been to a cart in New York, Bell. You've seen
Yes.
Paprika, cayenne peppers. They're hot.
Yes.
Spice,
Don't kill me, Gaddafi.
but they do have smoked paprika. It's a little spicy.
Oh, there it is.
Fact.
Yeah,
Fact.
We use
Disqualification.
cayenne pepper.
smoked paprika is very spicy. Has a nice
Yeah.
little flavor.
Yeah.
I like cayenne pepper.
Well, some
That's
people use
not
smoked
stuff,
paprika
Bell.
instead. Some people use smoked
But what
paprika
is the
instead.
purpose of the paprika on your fingers?
Well, to color it, to color. Like it would dye. Just imagine paprika on your fingers. It would dye it. It would turn it into like a
Well,
little red.
it's how you go from yellow curry to red curry.
Oh, okay.
So like
It's a
little
female
henna fingers.
Yes,
Exactly.
Little henna hand.
So if you need to spice things up, then you need to increase the paprika or the cayenne. It doesn't matter which one, because you're going to go from
substitute for salt, like.
the yellow curry to the red.
It is thoroughly racist, so I would not suggest you say it. Unless you don't give a fuck like me. I'm just being honest.
But I'm a big fan.
Good for the heart.
I'm a huge fan of Indian food. Huge. That's my favorite food in the entire world.
I love the rice.
Too many smells, man.
The curry.
And that should be having shit colored. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Like fecal matter colors. I'm good. I don't like that. Too many. I don't like being the rainbow. I'm not interested.
You don't like the rainbows that come out?
Yeah, they literally color you, man. They color different things.
Well, yeah, and all the different spices and seasonings also, shifts how people smell as well.
It does. If I eat a lot of onions,
does because garlic, onions, spices, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
garlic be smelling crazy coming out of some people.
I don't want my punani smelling like onions.
That's usually because they're using garlic salt instead of garlic cloves. Garlic cloves won't tend to do that to you unless you chew them. But if you cheat and you use garlic salt, then that will come out of your pores big time. So if you want to enjoy garlic without having, without reeking afterward, you need to use the cloves. That is my public service.
As opposed to the powder?
That's correct. The powder is what comes out of people like nobody's business.
That's what I use that because we don't want the salt.
And
I use the fresh,
and that is why.
Stay next to you.
And I've been told this by many chefs, many professional chefs. I'm like, oh, but the garlic. They're like, no, that's garlic salt. That's the powder. That's what's doing that.
Really?
Yeah, no. Well,
Seemed
I've
like
been
Gotta go
putting
with
nothing
the
what's
fresh
called
wrong.
stuff.
close one. Like hummus and
Minced
mixed one, you
garlic
gotta do the
too
clove.
in the
Yeah,
That's
but
all
minced
jar.
garlic
fine.
is no good. That shit is crap though. Minced garlic,
But
don't buy that shit.
Right, it's
so
not. It's processed.
the longer you cook your garlic, the weaker it gets. So if it's been sitting, it's going to get weak. So if you really want a pungent, strong garlic flavor, you got to add it at the end and not cook it much.
Right, because it burns quickly. You don't put it at the bottom of the pot
Yeah.
of the
But
stove.
you will lose the essence of the garlic the longer it sits. Unlike
Mm-hmm.
other spices, unlike other seasonings, which will
Excellent.
intensify with time. Garlic's the other way around.
I love
Garlic is delicate.
coriander. Y'all like coriander?
I'm not a huge fan, to be
You
honest.
know?
No, no. But one thing I really do like is not just regular basil, but there's um in my pad thai, I need a particular specialty basil in the pad thai.
Swaz, do you use mustard, the ground mustard, and ginger? It's a seasoning, not ginger herself.
What happened?
Ground
So
ginger.
Why do I get the random ginger and freaking what's that called?
Because you know all about paprika. I just thought you didn't know about it.
Yeah, of course I use
we
ground
want to know what's on
mustard.
your fingers, Swaz. We want to know what's on your fingers.
I use ground
What were you
mustard. I
seasoning last
use
night?
ginger powder. I use ginger paste. I use ginger.
Let's see how
Depends
she's
on what I'm
coming.
cooking. Ginger paste is good though in sauces though. Keep my life easy.
And the
Mm.
mustard, ground mustard is good.
Hey, are you okay?
Who's okay? Tay probably went to
Day.
sleep. She used my voice like the rest of you. And guess what? She'll have a bill in the morning. Simple. Enough is enough. Zeus has
Is
taught
she
me my
na-
way.
is she
Very
napping?
nasty.
Is she okay? I just want to make sure she's
Take a little
okay.
sleepy. Take a little sleepy time. Take a
Okay,
little sleepy time.
that's fine. Good
Go
morning,
swap
Mr.
out.
Is he
Wells.
Okay,
masturbating?
You
go
can't
swap
bill
out.
me. The fuck?
Oh
Why don't you?
shit.
Why are you
Oh
billing me?
shit. Because you use my. I thought you used me to go to sleep.
I am.
All right. Well, I gotta charge you,
Um,
bitch. I gotta charge you.
don't bill me. I'm going to sleep.
I
Good
gotta
morning.
Okay,
charge you, Tay Tay. Tay
we're
Tay,
just
I
Okay,
gotta
checking on you,
charge
well,
hon. We want to make sure you're okay.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you guys. Okay, catch you guys later. Bye.
Love
Okay,
you,
you. Okay.
darling.
bye.
Oh, thank you
Feel
guys.
better.
Thank you.
Happy masturbation process.
Where's
Take
my
care.
deal? My diaper.
You showed a large penis.
I'm
It is huge.
gonna put it. I've got to put it on. Oh no, it's dead.
Oh no, that's Swaz's car.
This don't die. This don't die. This don't die. Or
It's
will it?
dead.
This
I'm going
lady,
back
she
to
is
sleep.
from, no, that's a man.
Cheery,
Is he
cheery?
from, yeah, from Canada,
Yeah.
huh? Mm-hmm. I remember that name. Yeah. Just
Mr. Wells,
Swaz.
you coming up here?
Yeah,
Where's
Mr. Wells gonna
Wells?
come up. You still having out with
Okay,
Wells?
all right. Okay,
Uh,
guys, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Tay
You're
Tay,
gonna
you
go
You
to
got
Okay,
guys
you
sleep
sleep?
get
take
some
already?
rest.
care.
Feel
Okay, take
better.
care, guys.
Love you,
I
Thank you
bet
darling.
so
that
much.
bun still be stiff in the
Love you
mug.
guys too.
Happy Friday.
Huh? You what?
Happy
This bug?
Friday.
I got faith
Happy
in that
Friday.
bun. I got faith in that bun.
Oh man, I've got to
Uh,
What's in the
protect it
bun?
at all costs.
protect the
Yes, you
bun at
do.
all costs. We've been doing that since
All right,
before
guys.
Christ.
Happy Friday. You guys have a good one.
Take it
Enjoy.
easy.
Yes, gonna have to light the
Thank
candle.
you.
Tay Tay, Tay Tay. The
Let's
nurses left
see.
the building for all those patients that are
Well,
still ill.
The sex
It's
nurse.
time to die.
finally, for the coffee.
It is
Lord.
time to die. Let's get a paprika finger in the building.
Oh,
Yes, Swazi.
what are
Yes.
we doing? Wait a minute. What are we
A
doing? Are we
world
doing anything
famous,
dangerous or risque?
famous. Hell yeah, of course.
You
Yo.
seasoned some catfish.
Oh, hey. Well, look alive, look alive. Is Mr. Wells
Is
on the
that
way?
Mr. Wells?
Hey, well.
And we are very happy to see the still image of Mr. Wells. Good morning, Mr. Wells.
That's me. That's my alter ego. If I was in the '60s, that's
Yes,
how that would have been me.
Well,
of course it would have been. Yeah.
Quite a
Good
famous
morning.
man.
Look at what the cat has dragged in.
The
Drug him. The cat that drugged him here.
There's a lot of love coming for Mr. Wells. I can certainly see that.
I noticed
Where were you
there
in
seems to
Swazland
be a
last night?
uptick in the women joining the live.
They were somewhere.
Is there something that he knows that we don't know?
No.
Then
Or
I
you
think they were
tap
together last
into
night.
some sort of well
Lost in his beard.
of beautiful women? Is that why they call you Mr. Wells?
Well, you're known for having a plethora of beautiful women around you.
Me?
Yeah. Yes.
Your well is endless. Look at this. I haven't gotten a hard eye since 2013, Mr. Wells.
Me neither.
Wells is here.
You just got it.
Oh, okay. First time.
Wells
I talked
is
to Bake last
magical,
night.
they say.
You did.
Mm-hmm. He was on Taliban TV.
Oh, well.
And
Well,
I asked him if he had clothing on.
did he?
He
What
said,
was the
yeah,
answer?
yeah. He allegedly he did. Mm-hmm. And he was
Okay.
screaming like mm-hmm.
Allegedly,
He
though.
wasn't cammed up though.
Well, clearly, which meant that it was only hypothetical that he had clothing on.
And I told Taliban that Baked had been having sex.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Baked has been radio silent with me. So
He's been
I
having
don't know.
sex.
He's not able apparently to have sex and conversations with others.
Yeah. And he said,
Maybe he's
no, I
dedicated to
haven't
his
been having
partner,
sex.
ladies.
He said he hadn't been
Well,
having
well,
sex anywhere.
Wait a minute. At the same time,
Well, yeah,
y'all
he's busy
expecting him
having
to
sex.
come fuck at the same time?
I don't know.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch
All
it. What
right
is
then.
it?
I said y'all expecting him to do both things at the same time?
At the
Not
same
simultaneously.
damn 2 chains.
Consecutively, not concurrently. Concurrently, not consecutively, that kind of thing, like
Suggesting
prison
you
time.
ladies do.
I think he's dating somebody.
He is, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy for my friend. Yes, I want to see Baked make a pie or a bun or something.
Cake.
I want to see Baked get baked.
What's the difference
Between
a cake and a pie, gentlemen? I don't know.
oh well, one's
I mean, in the
fruit
sex
filled,
world,
the other's
sexually.
fluffy. Oh well, I don't know. I mean, I'm still learning about the difference between tossed salad and groceries. So
And Reese's Pieces.
Wait, what? Wait. What? Who put you on that
Somebody said
assignment? Who
the
put you
kids
on
say
that assignment
Reese's
to figure out the
Pieces
difference?
means like, tossing the salad.
yeah, I really felt the metaphor got mixed last night. Along,
Lynn, is that next for you? Is that where you're trying to take this?
I beg your pardon?
Then the anything
To the
goes,
toy.
then you trying to go to the grocery store.
No.
Yes?
I was simply trying to get my terminology correct because language is important along with delivery. It's not one or the other. It's a lovely intersection connection of both.
Yeah, Lynn.
Tay,
Tay, you might be right on this one.
you might
What's
be,
happening?
but Tay.
Okay, it's only sleep.
Uncle Scooby, I see you.
Scooby, what's up, Scooby?
You get very studious during your slumber, I see. She's making diagnosis from her freaking head, man. This book is amazing.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one
Where's
alone
Leo?
right there.
Y'all seen Leo?
You tell Leo keep his smooth talking ass out of here.
Which Leo?
I haven't seen Leo in forever.
I saw him over the
I,
weekend. You know what he was doing?
Leo
You
was
want to know?
somebody else.
What was he
He
doing,
went
Belle?
live from his porch with music, with a boombox and a do-rag and his cigarette, and he was doing this and that. He
He
said,
love a
hey.
boombox. Leo love that boom. Leo love a boombox.
He was so happy.
Radio Raheem.
Isn't that like a 30-year delay?
Wait, what? Are you making fun of
Nothing.
Leo and his,
And
Not
he
at
was
all.
slapping his
choice
dick
for
from side to
recreation?
side.
It depends. Wait a minute. Making it not if it's the Leo I think we're talking about. That I would never with the lovely London accent. Are we talking
Yeah,
about the
Yeah.
go to
London
London.
accent Leo? London Leo?
Yeah.
In which case, no, I have huge respect.
So you say
Oh, I just said he was
Leo has a
dancing.
lovely London accent? Is that how you speak to Leo's accent?
Yes. Is
Lovely
that okay?
Leo accent. Okay.
He was
Lovely
dancing.
Leo. Leo's lovely accent. Yes, his lovely London accent. Leo's lovely London accent. Yes.
He was whipping
Triple
his
A.
dick from side to side.
Wait, what? The fuck is going on,
He
Bell?
was like this.
Yo,
I think it was
pull
a
her
London
over. Pull
thing.
her over. Well, some of
I
those.
haven't seen a man swing it in a while.
Really?
Pull her over too, Wells. Put both of these legs in the back, man. Put some cuffs on them. They need them.
Hey man, I'm
I'll be
just a
lighting the
co-host.
candle in a moment.
This isn't my platform.
Let them run amok, bro. You can't just let them run amok, man. You can't do this, man.
Hey, you brought Lynn and Bell up. You act like you don't know what's coming when they come.
Hopefully not.
Honey.
Well, maybe. What? I don't know.
Belle, I think we've just been handed a huge compliment.
Really? Where's my
Yeah.
coffee?
You said you.
I'm taking that as a huge compliment for Mr. Wells. Thank you.
Say what?
You
Master
said you
Web.
passed us some condiments. I think you gave us some ketchup, some
condoms.
Oh, condoms. And mint. Condoms and mints. Got you. Right, Belle. Condoms and mints.
I can show you some condiments that are worthy because one should have gourmet condiments. So in my fridge, I have these onions that are done in bacon and maple syrup.
That's the way the condoms taste.
Those are yes, beautiful.
It's interesting tasting condoms.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lynn.
I mean, it's not too early. It's not too early for this yet. No. Okay.
No, this is the problem. This is it. And then I get blamed for being this shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Well,
bacon and maple. It's a beautiful combination.
Really?
It's so Canadian, Belle. It's so Canadian. When you come up and you stay with me, I'm going to introduce you to foods that will blow your mind, and they're going to rival
Canadian bacon.
Louisiana. Yes, absolutely. Don't worry, I'm going to look after your palate. What is that? What is that yellow thing? What's that yellow thing Mr. Wells is dangling? Looks
What's that big yellow thing?
Orange juice.
Oh, the way you were dangling it, it looked suspect.
I didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, well, no one can carry orange juice quite like Mr. Wells.
I bet.
Bro, it's too early for this shit.
That's why I said this is the live intestines where the shit flows.
Yeah, I ain't. It's too early for this, man.
Why you
remember
shy?
It's like a maze.
In your defense, in your defense, Mr. Wells, it is an hour earlier, I believe, on your side.
It is. I'm talking. Y'all talking about it in the past.
I'm, yeah, you're only 7.
Talking to someone without a pass. So
with one pass.
Oh, sorry.
You don't have your hall pass?
I thought we caught the clone, man. I was like, what?
Look at the American flag flowing. Wow.
Yeah,
I don't see that every day.
God bless America. Hey,
all across America.
What are the other flags that are flying there, Mr. Wells? What are the other? Why are you being shy now? Why'd you calm down?
Those are Texas flags.
Down, Wells.
Those are Texas flags. Those are secession flags.
That's what I wondered. I wondered if See,
We don't
when
need
you see
you.
something, when we see something like that in Canada, we'll have the Canadian flag, but then we'll have the provinces represented, we'll have other countries represented. So I didn't know if you had whether you were global or whether you were very
Texas,
insular,
Texas don't do shit like
egocentric versus ethnocentric. That's
that.
what I was, okay.
Texas be raising that bullshit ass flag up of our own. They don't really look out for everybody else. All the other countries.
The orange one, the orange one with the big X, is that the one?
The rebel.
The one you would have
No,
seen on the General
I thought
Lee.
you were able to put mine in your basket. You got more stuff than
Mm,
I do.
mm,
Just saying.
He was
Shut up,
driving a
Swat.
truck with a guy the other day, Swaz.
Mr. Wells, stop letting people play
Who,
you out, bro.
What?
you
Don't
were in
let the people
the
play you
truck.
out,
You were
bro.
driving the truck with the guy with the braids. I thought it was Dr. Lycan,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it
that's
think
was
it
your
was
mine.
Dr. Lack
coworker.
either.
He looked like Dr. Lycan.
Nah, he didn't look like that dude. Didn't look like Dr. Like
Yes, he did.
they'll be ragging on people, bro, so bad. Like,
All day.
I swear I thought it was Dr. Lycan.
That's why I said, who's going to get her under control? Was it you?
nah, it's not me.
It ain't me.
That's right, Wells. I see you, sir.
You've been
No,
seen.
My mom said,
the
somebody
guy
going
looked
to
like
keep
Dr.
getting you in
Lycan.
trouble, and you keep going around. It's your fault, boy. It's your fault.
That's why
You knew
that's
he
why
looked like Lycan.
I'm staying away from all trouble by any means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you have no choice. You have 4 daughters.
Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
part of it.
Yeah, we were in the irregular shows room.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I've seen
Oh,
him, but I've
You
never
said
had the privilege.
you and Lynn showed up in Irregular's room.
Well, I thought it was irregular dude, but it says irregular. I said, "Oh, this is a irregular dude," in the thing, but it's irregular show, and
irregular
Yeah,
it's
dude.
other music.
Mm,
Ain't that some
interesting.
shit? Irregular dude.
I only bumped into the irregular because Swaz was on, and I thought that Swaz was continuing in a particular direction that day, but it turned out it was irregular. And I'm like, and in fact, I thought it was the title, and I'm like, oh, Swaz is doing something irregular, and then when I saw what was happening, I was like, oh no, I can't phrase it like that at all. He's not
Mm.
doing something irregular. Okay, fair enough.
Good
He's not a regular
morning,
dude.
Mo.
It's a
How are
regular
you this
show.
morning?
I stand corrected because when I'm wrong, I am the first one, and this is what this is one of my strengths. When I'm shown that I'm incorrect, if I'm on the side of wrong, that I have to cross the floor of the house to get onto the side that is correct.
Crossing the burning sands and hot coals.
Good
I
morning,
have to do
Mo.
what I must do to
Hopefully
be
you're
on the
okay.
side of correctness.
Good morning,
Blessings.
Blessings.
Hey,
Lynn won't let me
blessings.
say
I
good
love
morning
my
to y'all
blessings.
because she is just,
I saw blessings. We were
I don't
talking
know, she
about the
doesn't want me to
irregular
say
dude
hi. She
show.
just doesn't want me to say hello. She does
What
not want me to say hello to the consistent contributors.
do you think from Mo?
God damn, I fucked that word up. Work on me, Belle.
Which
Hello,
one?
Mo. Good morning.
Mo? Which
Now,
word?
No,
Tingle
I said
Who
my
contributor,
brain.
but I said
Tickle my
I don't know. I
noodle.
screwed it up when I said it before. No,
tickle
Luna,
your noodle.
leave. You
now?
shouldn't have a noodle.
Who has prevented you from doing what?
Noodle tickling.
What?
There he
I
is.
don't know. Swaz, you said something about not being able to say hello to the live. Good morning, Baked.
Yes, I just wanted to say hello to the consistent contributors, the
Yeah.
blessings,
Oh
the
my
Mo's.
goodness.
Look, even now,
Why don't
Big.
you go ahead
Gotta
and do
say
roll
hi to
call?
Big. Gotta say hi
What's
to
up,
Big.
I'm
blessings?
being punished.
Roll call is okay. All right, Lynn. Here you go. Just for you. Good morning,
Go
though.
ahead.
Good morning, Tay Tay. Hopefully
Hello,
you're getting some rest.
babe.
Blessings, what's
Who
going
has
on? Little B,
sex?
I didn't even get a chance to tap in with you. I saw the
Little
message. I
B,
got
what's
you
up,
a little
little
bit.
Little
B?
B. Good morning, Little
Jenny,
B.
Little
Jenny,
B.
I'm halfway in and halfway out with you the way you've done me. But good morning to you,
Really,
Jenny.
girl?
Mo, what up? Black
It's
Picasso,
like
what up?
this sweat.
Corbin. 1911. If you, that would
Corey,
make
AKA.
for being 111 years old.
he
Patrick
is.
Allen, what up? And I'm
Yes,
trying to
Donation.
say
fake.
your name is either because your fingers are dyed with paprika
Well, we
or
don't
I
know your
don't know
mother.
you.
What
Come
is the paprika seasoning used for that Swazi used it for last night? You were seasoning some cat. What you were doing? Some sway. I don't
There's
know.
nothing to see here. No, nothing to see.
Nothing to see. Move along.
Moving
Move
right
Oh,
along.
along.
sway.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Next.
Moving right along.
There's nothing to
Next.
see here, Bell.
Did you make
Come
some
on.
deviled eggs?
It's just walked in front of me, son.
Oh,
Deviled
Bell.
eggs.
Hey, wait.
It's a
Y'all know I
consistent
was in
question.
line though.
Oh,
Just looking up.
racism in the line in Texas.
Yeah, yo,
The fucked over
Bell's
you,
peak
huh?
is on a trillion, man.
Yes. What's the cake? What's the difference between cake and pie, America,
One
in a sensual way?
one has a fruit filling and the other one is
Not
just
so much just feeling.
cake. You have pie without no filling? Without no type of
Without
filling?
fruit feeling. It
All right,
don't always have to
Oh,
have fruit.
fruit or vegetable
strawberry
filling.
cream pie.
Cake isn't, hold on now. I think we could simply say that cake isn't crusty.
Cake isn't. Well, I've had crusty cake.
Well, it's not supposed
And
to
so has
be.
Mr. Wells. So has
If
Mr.
you've
Wells.
had
So has
crusty
Mr.
cake,
Wells. So has Mr. Wells. Ding, 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 boom, boom, boom.
Is
Link
that
it
a
up.
if you,
celebratory
Link it up.
if,
changeover?
I think if anybody has had crusty cake, an investigation is in order.
And they're celebrating it.
Well, apparently,
When
if
you
you
get
let
in, you
things
get
go
out. You
dry,
get in and get
if
out.
you
That's
if
all.
you let things go dry, then anything can crust over. It's because things have not been taken care of properly.
There you go,
Oh,
Lynn.
Right,
Always trying to
right.
figure a way
you
to
have to
make it
That's why.
moisturize
okay.
the poom poom too. What?
Got to keep it
Is it
moist.
true? Look at Aaron, little bitty Aaron.
That's the real Aaron.
I was on her show last night.
That's the real Aaron. What up, Aaron?
What's up,
That's little
Aaron?
bitty Aaron.
Welcome to
She's
the
healing
live.
well.
Well. We have Mr. Well. Lynn,
Yes.
and ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Well, at
Ring,
least I know from history
ring.
that you're singing the original.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I would not disrespect.
I know you would not.
I didn't know they
Bell
made a
is an
remake of.
original.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah,
I'm
Aaron, the
making
real
gang
one. Like, there
signs.
are a lot of Aarons around. Can't be the only one. Or are you?
But with the paprika.
No, the only Aaron.
Yeah, there's so
Bell
Yeah,
many
is
I'm
the
having
Aaron.
I'm having a vision of Swaz now. Taking his fingers and dipping them into the paprika and approaching people
And
with
seasoning the
paprika fingers.
catfish.
Yeah, giving it a good massage.
You never see them try to hand you back money and it's like real paprika and you looking like, yo, why are
And you
you
flip it
seasoning
over,
that five before you hand it back to me, bro? What? I'm
Happy Friday indeed, blessings.
sorry, yo. I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry.
and
Listen,
you got your
nobody better
paprika on
laugh
his
at this
fingers.
shit. I'm going where I'm going. You don't want to go.
You don't want to be there.
Nah.
I'm just feeling the burn.
I'll just put gloves
What?
on to season the fish.
Yeah, I
So I
think
want to
so.
get
You ever
paprika
notice their
and
gold
cayenne.
too, Mr. Wells? Their gold is more goldy.
Well, that's
Not a.
because do you know why that is? I can tell you why that
I
is.
think they dip it in the curry. But go
Don't
ahead.
live, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
Oh,
I
No,
think it's curry dipped gold.
no, it's because it's usually 22 to 23 karat
Soft
because
gold.
gold truffles.
they don't have the same refinery over there and they don't want it watered down.
So that's so
So
it's not
The
soft. It's
truffles.
harder gold, stronger, more.
it runs, but they usually use 22 to 23 karat.
I like Goldenschlager.
And we're only at
Yeah.
14. So they've literally almost doubled our freaking gold.
Well, they just
Royalty
don't
right.
water it down with other metals.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't use 24 because that's too soft. They just need to put enough of another metal in to keep it strong enough, to keep it solid enough from bending. That's it.
All right, Lynn. Today we're going to take a walk on the wild side.
But if
All
you
Uh-oh.
right?
want to know
Walk on the
anything
wild.
about gold, you ask Faye, and Faye
Since
will tell you everything you need to know about gold trading over there.
since
Oh,
you're a
okay.
fact nugget and I want to crack it open and see what's inside, I have a
I
question.
have a gold bar around here.
Wait, what? You say you've been
Where'd
dancing
you?
around the
It's
cocoa
just
bar.
20. It's about this
What?
big. Hello, DJ Justice. It's
Said
like a
the
little
hills
necklace.
about
I have
that
it all the
big. Yo,
time.
yo, yo. You
Yeah,
take a second. You take a second, though. This question is lit.
I'll draw it.
All right. So the other
It's a
day
necklace.
we had a gentleman join the live.
Mm.
I think you
Who, Dr.
recall. His
Zeus?
name is Justice. No.
Oh shit.
JP.
Justice was a man of facts, dates, and he stood on something that I really respect.
What he
That
said? He said,
he had not learned one fact about an African American at all. Not
he
one.
didn't learn what?
Well, he didn't know any dates, any special contributions African Americans have made, because he had been too busy helping the white man in their fight. Right? He had literally
He does
came and said, "Swaz,
Their fight for what? Global supremacy?
well, listen.
Carry
whatever.
on.
Let me continue. Let me continue. His DNA
Uh-huh.
breakdown was 40%. No, I want to say
48,
42%.
48, 48, 48.
48%. Was it 48? No, Mr. Wells, because you got to get back to 77. I know the number we need to get back to was 42%, Mr. Wells. 42%. He was 42% sub-Saharan African.
Anglo-Saxon.
No, sub-Saharan African, to be exact. And then
That was
his next largest would have been West African, that came in at a whopping 35%. So this constant support of the white man was 77% African. 77.
Mm.
I don't even think some of the blackest black people that you know in America
a 77% African.
are 77.
A 77.
But they had figured to get this black man to never study a black fact. Now, I believe in Lynn so much that I think Lynn has a Canadian black cat. She knows something about a Canadian great person that we know nothing about. That's black.
A
And she can tell us
Canadian
about it.
black cat, you said.
Lynn, can you tell me about a historical black figure from Canada that we don't know anything about?
Well, that would be the black lady on our $10 bill. Is that who you're referring to?
Yeah.
What's her
Anyone?
name?
You pick one. Just tell me you know
St.
something
Harry.
about a black person in Canada, unlike
If
this
you can give
black
me
man
one,
in America.
Is it
And of
Harry?
course, our former Governor General, Michelle Jean, our very first, she was the first, our Governor General she was the first black Governor General that we've ever had. So that's, in a very high position up next to the Prime Minister. Her background is Haitian. So, but again, and Lord, I clearly have not had enough coffee this morning, but in terms of who's who in Canada, we promote people of all backgrounds.
Well,
So yeah,
has there been any major contributions, like historically, like for
well,
example, like any
historically, so
treaties that might have been brought forth, maybe wars that were fought by particular generals, maybe inventions. I'm even cool with an invention.
well,
Do any particular black people, say 30 years ago? I'm looking for 30-year plus. Anything from 30 years ago that you might know?
yeah, I'm going back in my memory bank because
Ralph
there
Nader.
were black Canadians placed in different areas, and a lot of people actually, of course, came from the States with the Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
Right,
Wait, what?
right. That is true.
So,
The
you know,
conductor.
that's why I say it's difficult sometimes for me to have these conversations because our history is so different, and our experiences and our feelings of today are very, very different. So sometimes some of the things that you're describing, some of the attitudes, I'm like, this just doesn't really flow here overall, because we're very focused on unity and diversity. It's sometimes a challenge to hear, like, I hear what you're saying. I'm like, but that's not, in my wheelhouse,
So do
because
you
it's
guys
not
have like a
really.
gay pride month, like how we do in America?
Oh Lord, yes, that's
So do
different
you
though.
have a African American, or not African, but a black Canadian black
I mean,
month where you study black
we
history?
we did have, you know what, it's hinged on what in terms of movements. When you had your Black Lives Matter during the Orange era, and
The orange
that
era.
was written
Trump
on on
2024, he's knocking on your
on
Yeah.
door. Hope you
on
vote
the
for sure.
street there.
Hey, free
uh,
DT. T.
Folks here, just like they
Word.
did around the world, band together to send a message to America that that was not acceptable. And so everybody, so we do follow suit. We pay very close attention to what the United States is doing. And how we refer to you, interestingly enough, is not the same as the way you refer to you, because you call yourselves Americans. We will call you Americans, but we generally refer to you as the United States. We don't
Mm-hmm.
say America, we say the United States, probably because in our mind it's a funny little oxymoron anyway,
Yeah,
and
because you're
we all have a
American.
little
You're in
we all have a
theory
little bit of
American.
a
Yeah.
facetious little sense of humor there.
In theory, we're all
So
American. In theory.
we pay
Mhm.
attention. We pay attention to your news. We probably know more American news than Canadian news, because there's more of it generated. Canadians like to listen to music as opposed to watch too much news. But yeah, we pay attention, and we tend to mirror whatever's happening. So if there's a movement happening in America, then it may duplicate here on behalf of you, so that there's solidarity for the Black community. That's kind of how we roll. We're like, oh, we see our neighbors in trouble, then we want to contribute to make sure that we are supporting the right side.
How
Mm.
about
Because
you
we don't like to see injustice. We don't like to see minorities targeted. We don't like to. Although, again, I question who's a minority really. But any group that's marginalized, that would be a better way to say that. Any group that's being targeted or marginalized, we don't like that. So we will support that group to strengthen the cause.
So then y'all love black people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't like the division thing, because again, we're not a melting pot here. We are a cultural mosaic. So we celebrate the individual cultures. We
They don't
don't
want
like
you
to
to
see
assimilate. They don't want you to assimilate like
we
we
don't
do
want
in
to see
America.
ethnicities disappear. We don't want to see language groups disappear. We already had our mess with that, with indigenous communities and the crimes that we committed back when Europeans first came here, and we targeted indigenous people. And I work in the area of trying to restore, truth and reconciliation for those people. And we're not nearly coming close enough, but we're working toward it. We're
Yeah.
trying to
Hey,
move from lip service to the real deal, to restore.
Lynn, you said that you're not a melting pot. What did you call it? Or what? What's a
It's a it's
A
a
mosaic?
it's
What?
a
mosaic.
it's a cultural mosaic. So think of it
Mosaic.
like a
What
piece
was
of
the
stained glass. Each
culture?
each piece
Okay.
each piece of stained
No, no.
glass retains its color, and depending on how you arrange it, you should get a beautiful piece of art at the end.
So Swaz, in layman terms, for those who don't know what cultural mosaic,
Uh,
cultural mosaic means.
like a collage, basically. Like, for those that don't know what a collage is, when your teacher would tell you to go in the magazine and cut out a bunch of
At
shit and
least
make
he
it
got.
represent something. Yeah, that thing.
That.
That that glue monstrosity that your
Blue
mom
with the
said,
water.
that your mom looked at you, said, "Oh, that's nice." She lied. She didn't know what that was. She had no clue
I
what
need
that
to
was
spend
Yeah,
about.
some
we,
time
we
with
don't,
y'all.
we definitely don't toss around the word assimilation here. That's
Yeah.
a dirty word, the Canadians. Assimilation frightens us.
See, in America, we're like, "Oh, speak goddamn English. You're in America, aren't you? The fuck?" But then it doesn't
Yeah,
make no sense
we
because
don't want to have, assimilation to us, frightens us because we start thinking about the Borg, and the assimilation with the Borg uh,
Mm-hmm.
in Star Trek. So
So
we
much.
we prefer we prefer the cultural mosaic. We want to make a beautiful, beautiful work of art up here
yeah,
in the north
not here.
amongst the snow.
If you're in America, you want to make your little art, you go take that to your neighborhood. When I see you in City Hall, I need you to speak English. God damn it. That's what you got
Well,
Chinatown. That's what you got Little Italy for. That's what you got freaking Martin Luther King Boulevard for. You bring that shit over there. You hear? We
Hey, do
talk
y'all
one
have
time.
a Martin Boulevard in Canada by any chance?
Imagine,
do,
imagine,
do we have
Will,
what?
imagine.
MLK. MLK Boulevard.
Yo, look, I'm
Hell
looking
no.
that shit up right now. I'm looking that shit up right now, Will.
Martin Luther King
Yo, what
Boulevard.
the fuck?
It's
Hey,
I
wild.
don't think so. We most of our
Distributed.
streets of that type of
That,
nature would be like King Edward or Queen Street, King Street, Princess Street.
so y'all
We're still with
Trump
the
Boulevard.
monarch. We're still with the monarchy. So that's where our streets are named, the Princess of Wales Regiment. So,
Mhm.
we're still very much aligned with the monarchy.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So Princess Diana Way. Some shit like that is definitely there.
No, we do have the tragically hip way though.
Listen, I can't confirm or deny if there's one in Canada, but there are more than 1,000 streets across the
Mm-hmm.
world that bear the name Martin Luther King. He had a dream. God
And,
damn it.
Yes, he did have a
but I
dream.
seriously doubt. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Lynn, do you think you're a living part of the dream?
Do I think? Sorry, what was that?
Do you think that you're a living part of MLK's dream?
Do I think I'm? Do I think I'm living the American dream, or is
No,
that what you
Martin
said?
Luther King. Martin Luther King.
Oh,
Are you
No,
fulfilling the dream?
Martin Luther
Are
King
you a
dream.
part of the
MLK.
fulfillment of the dream?
okay. You guys keep talking over each other, and I get
No,
lost.
no, that
Do
just happened this time, Lynn. Lynn, he wants to know:
one more
Are
time,
you are
Swaz.
you
Repeat it
fulfilling the
slowly for
dream?
me.
Are you fulfilling Martin Luther King's dream? Are you part of it? Are you fulfilling it? Are you a part of the dream? Like this conversation, would this be a part of the dream that he had?
If he is talking about full on unity,
Lynn, Lynn, what are you doing to me this morning? Lynn, help!
Who, Dr. Zeus? Where is he?
I feel like I'm about to step in something since
No,
I'm across the border.
Lynn, it's such a
Um,
simple question. Do you believe that you're a part of the dream that Martin Luther King envisioned? Do you think you're a part of it? Yes or no? It's a simple question. I promise you. I promise you. I
just
promise
don't feel this is a safe question.
That is a black
Um,
African American question if I ever heard one.
you. Yeah, I'm telling you. Look, he didn't even stay for the answer. That's how you know it's safe. He just wanted to know if you felt included in the dream, excluded in the dream. Oh,
I
no.
don't think it's
Yeah.
relevant to my experience.
Oh,
That's
no. What
the
the hell,
thing.
man?
I don't know how to answer
Oh,
this.
no.
I
That was a little
mean,
political.
I,
I don't think it's
this
relatable
is
to
this
my
is this
experience.
is this is a difficult one. Honestly, because what I see from where I sit is
Mm,
that the dream that there's still too much of a nightmare going on.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe. I just love people. I
Mm-hmm.
love the people that have the lovely content.
mm. But you don't
The
think this type of
packaging.
conversation is something that he might have envisioned, just us being able to have these talks and be kind of free to be ourselves? You you don't think?
I would say if I would put it to you this way: if I were if I were an American, then absolutely that's part of the dream for sure.
Mm,
As a Canadian, I mean,
you don't have the same
I'm
dream.
we didn't have to put it together like that quite the same way. Now there might be, don't get me wrong, there might be people in Canada who disagree with me because I'm only me and I only represent me and I only speak for me. So
Mhm.
having been around different cultures and different people and having grown up that way, all I see are beautiful people or nasty people. That's all I see. I either see a kind person or an unkind person, and I deal with people accordingly. So um, I do say it's a lot easier up here. It really is easier. So that's why we didn't have the same type of movements, because we didn't build our country the same way. We built it on theft and genocide. Unfortunately, we got our own crimes up here that we are trying desperately to correct. Well, maybe not desperately, but we're trying to correct.
So it's our fault. Yes.
No, there's fault. Why are we tossing
Man, I'm
around the
playing. I'm
blame
playing.
word?
I'm playing. I'm playing. I
I
knew
know,
you
but
would. I knew.
it's worth
I knew you would get
exploring.
so crazy.
It's worth exploring.
Wait, what?
You're gonna fire off triggery
Nah,
words.
nah.
Then
Hold
yeah,
on, hold 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 on, man.
where'd
Hold
Wells
on, man.
go?
Hold on, man. Somebody came here. I need to talk to. Hold on. Nah, I heard you was looking for me. You pull up. Got plenty of women right here to support you. Come on up. You was looking
Who,
for me,
Dr.
yes?
Zeus? Oh,
Ooh.
hey.
Yeah, oh, you trying to get
Hello, Miss Nola.
excited?
Is that Nola?
Wait, Nola.
No, that's not Nola.
Okay, bad man. I seen you. She
Good
popped
morning.
in like, yeah, okay. Nola,
I heard
let's
you
have a
was
look.
looking for me.
Oh, yeah, because you said I switched sides yesterday. How I switched sides?
Hey, you let that girl
Hey,
bop
look
you
at
out.
Nola.
You said I let the girl box me out. What girl?
Why you kicked me out your live yesterday?
I ain't kick you out no live.
Yes, you did.
What, Swag?
Why you did
Technical
that?
I would
difficulty.
never, ever kick you out the live, Nola. Ever. I
My little
value what
booty
you
man.
got to say. I think you're dope. What are you talking about? Why would I kick you out?
Something happened. Good morning, ladies.
You call me a
Good
switch out.
morning.
Somebody might have blocked you. Somebody probably blocked you and got you kicked out. You know you be on
Are
these
you?
streets, you get a little dangerous every now and again. Every now and again.
I hurt my feelings, man.
Come on now. No, let's stop. How could you be here now if I kicked you out? Think about it.
No, you kicked me out the live. You didn't block me.
I would never kick you out.
Mm-hmm.
So I would never, ever, 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 ever. So
What's your
whoever
topic for
told you
today?
that's crazy. Oh, we was
Oh,
talking
it's
about how
mine.
Lynn got sizzled yesterday. And how he
Yeah.
dislikes me for pointing out the sizzling. That's all.
Okay. He's just changed the narrative. He's changed the narrative again.
He talked about paprika on his fingertips.
Yeah. Let's focus with paprika. That should be our topic.
From
Paprika
overnight.
fingers.
Yo, all right, if I say paprika fingers, right, what do you think of, Nola? Just imagine. What do you think of?
Say it
Paprika
one more
finger?
time.
Paprika? You know paprika, right?
Mm-mm.
You don't know paprika?
The
Well,
spice.
you don't make no
The
chicken
spice
with no
of
paprika. You
life.
don't put the paprika in your
Oh, the
flour?
spices. Yes, I know it's spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know how I turn everything red, right?
Yes.
So if I say paprika fingers, does that make you think it's a particular group of people or no? Is it just my
Mm-mm.
mind? All right. Well, look. See, Lynn, you won one. Look at you finally got one.
Who does that make you think of?
It becomes even more racist if I say the actual group of people.
Don't say it.
I'll be
I
Don't say
think
it.
I'm going to
today.
celebrate tonight with a little lamb kurma. I think I'm going to have to go hit an Indian shack. Yeah.
What's lamb kurma? Lamb kurma.
Lamb kurma. Oh my goodness, it's just absolutely delicious.
You don't
And
got a
since I
ham.
grew up since I grew up on a sheep farm, I'm very I need to go places that understand how to cook lamb properly.
Yo,
So
lamb is
Oh
the
so
yeah,
fire, man.
so the
it
the
is.
the Indians can do it, the Greeks can do it,
Yeah, the Greeks
anything
do it. Woo!
Mediterranean, delicious. The Arabs can do it. Yeah,
I never
the
had that.
Canadians are an abysmal failure at cooking lamb, with the exception of me. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling the lamb kurma. It's very mild. It's very rich. I get some rice and
And what
I
color
get
is it?
some delicious
What color is it?
brown.
Okay.
It's in a brown
You
sauce.
use
I
brown
mean,
It's
rice.
anything
delicious.
stays brown. Brown and brown is good for me. There you go.
No, basmati rice. It's going to be basmati,
I know. I was
and
going to ask you if you did basmati or jasmine.
oh yes,
Mm.
and then the parota, which is much nicer than the naan. The naan bread is very very good, but the parota is just.
Naan.
Yes,
Now
it
look at
is.
That's what
my
you
baby
dip
And then
it
I
girl
in
don't know nothing
something.
about none of this Indian food. She's like, what are y'all talking about?
Oh, I love butter chicken.
You
oh
like
I
Indian
love
yes,
food?
me some
You like
butter
Indian
chicken.
food?
I like
Yes,
goat.
absolutely.
Oh, Nola, not too
African
soon.
made
Mostly.
goat.
You get that
the
naan, you
roti.
dip in that butter
Mm-hmm.
chicken and tear that thing up.
Mm,
Ooh,
Butter
yes.
chicken.
that was a strong bite too. She,
Yeah, because
Oh
you
Who
yeah.
is
got to
butter chicken?
tear that thing up. Extra
Who
gravy.
been butter
The
chicken?
problem, the only problem with butter chicken is it depends on who's making it, because the
Mm-hmm.
recipes vary. So
yeah, I've
you
never
could get
had that.
one that's absolutely delicious, or you could get one that's kind of meh. So where I go for my hit of Indian food, I'm not super keen on their butter chicken, but I have another place I go specifically for that.
Mm.
And is it
My
So
place,
what's
soaked
the
in
butter
I
butter?
chicken?
get the
Tell me
lamb.
about the butter chicken. What's it like?
Yeah.
It's rich.
Okay,
It's rich. It's in a tomatoey sauce with a bit of curry and coconut milk,
okay.
and it's delicious. Yeah.
Is
You
it
fry
I
it or
think
you
spicy?
saute
Not
it?
spicy?
it's not
Sweet?
spicy. No, it's not spicy. But what you'll need to do is you're going to go and need to experience it for yourself, because a description isn't really going to cut it. You just need to go try it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Swaz.
At the end of the day, you're going to have to go put some paprika on those fingers, and you're going to have to go and get yourself some butter
To
chicken.
get the butter off.
La, have a look and la.
You got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Broaden
So,
your
Nola,
horizons.
where's Ben Ready?
Widen your
Where is
Yeah,
palate.
there's a
your
broad on my
General
horizons.
Noriega?
Yeah.
Been ready to
How is
fire
it
me.
like working with him?
Been ready to fire me.
Fired
He
you.
he probably blocked me. He blocked all my followers.
Yo, he blocked
No,
me.
he,
He blocked
he
every.
got
Yo,
mad
Yes,
at
listen,
you.
that's
Lars,
the
you blocked.
word, yo.
He blocked
Well,
Wells.
isn't
Why would
that
he
why
block
his
Who
Wells?
other
he
He's
handle
blocked?
cool with
is
Wells.
Ben Petty?
He's Ben Petty. He's Ben
Isn't
Petty.
that
Yeah.
why he's been
He
called
ran
Ben
like a
Petty?
little bitch.
Yeah. This is why
Ben
Ben
Yeah,
Petty.
call
he
him Ben
ran.
Petty.
That's not grown.
Good
Wait,
morning,
Swazi, how
Dad.
does he run?
You said, how do you what?
Swazi.
Now, just to be clear, I have blocked one person, and who is it, Swaz? Who did I block?
Was it Critty?
Of course, it was Critty. And then
Oh, the pen.
anyone else, we simply don't, utter their name.
Is
So if
that
they're
why
insincere,
Critty is never in the
we
live
don't
when you're
mention them.
here? Oh
What was
Lord.
that?
I said that's why Critty is never in the live when you're here. Yes?
That's that. He'll spin.
Oh, Gorilla Pimpin'
Quitty.
101.
Pretty, you shouldn't have blocked him. He's too funny.
Yeah. You funny as hell. We
He's
He's
he
trying to
can't
explain
hilarious,
front.
this
though.
to you. You messing up the live, Lynn.
But
You can
I
you
was literally,
see,
I'm literally in my mind like I gotta DM Lynn like what the fuck? I swear to God, yo, you took the words out of my mouth, Nolan. All right, so look, Lynn, I will keep Critty away from you, but Critty is a great addition to the live. He
It's
adds.
hilarious.
Listen,
well,
But it
I
is
don't
listen.
think
Ben.
Let
I've
me tell you
ever.
something. Let me tell you something. Let me be honest with you. If I would have had to sit through this morning's show, I would have killed myself personally. You understand? Like I need shit going every direction. I need shit crashing. I need shit like this right here. This organized perfection. Yeah, it was organized. It was good. It was great. But I like shit
Was it?
crashing. I like when Critty comes up and next to you know, Nola's in the comments. He's like, why he missed a teeth? Where teeth went? And shit going left, and people trying to figure shit out. Like, Critty is one of those people that people want to understand. And plus, we're trying to raise money for
He's
his
a
teeth.
character.
So
He's a
you're
First
saying
child.
I should release Critty?
Embrace the trolls, Lynn. Embrace them.
I should
Some people would
release the
call
Critty.
Nola a troll. Some people would call Nola a troll. Some people
I
would call her
am.
that. Right? But
So
me,
I
Yes,
need
I
she is
embrace
that.
Nola.
But
She is.
I
She's
need
an
so you're
admitted
saying
troll. She's an admitted troll. But I'm saying I don't treat her
I
like
paid
a troll. I treat her.
$1.49
I
for 2
embrace Nola.
products.
Like whatever she comes with. Like if she gonna come on my live and trip out in the comment section and do what she cool. If she wanna come up here and talk crazy, cool. Like all of that. I embrace the troll. I embrace it.
so what you're saying is I need to just get over myself and accept that he called me bitch. Not a bitch. He called me bitch.
Oh
He
yeah.
called me
Get
bitch.
it all to a good
And,
song.
and then when he used my name, I found that far more offensive. So I just need to
That
get over
means he
myself,
tried to at least follow your
Don't be white.
direction when you asked him.
Don't be white. You can't take the
and
white out
I
your
need
equation.
to.
Take
I
white
didn't
out of the
realize you
equation.
really blocked him, though. I didn't realize you really blocked him.
And
Because I
just,
understood
it's
already that
horrible.
you didn't want to be around
Pretty
him.
is horrible. But
He's harmless.
I just say, you know what? When he called you that, you should have
I
called
didn't
him a
know I
bitch
didn't hear
first.
that. Yeah.
Well,
And you
I
should
think
have turned him
I
A
think
little
I was
boy
into a
thrown
bitch.
by the ankle bracelet. I think I was thrown
Yeah.
off by the ankle bracelet. You know, I think
Little
that's what
boy
it was. I'm like,
bitch.
oh, because I was out there alone with. He cammed me up one day with. I was, it was an evening.
And
Swaz
Mr.
was not
Wells
around.
does it again. Where's the fucking pin? He does
Little
it
boy
again, man.
bitch. Pretty.
This is how Mr. Wells got up onto the live, man. By being effective in the comment section. All those trying to
That's right. An
understand your
angel.
way into Swaz's life. I gotta see something. You understand? I gotta see something.
Mm.
If you're just there, you just get me up, add me in, let me
Little
up.
boy bitch.
Just gonna
Pretty.
enjoy you.
I don't understand what that last sentence that Mr. Wells has. I don't that pin. I don't understand what that means.
Bell said,
Okay,
"Stop
With his
being
orange
white."
juice bottle in his hand.
but who was he talking to?
He's reiterating Bell's
The
point.
penis whisperer.
Oh, okay.
She said that was a very white. That was a very white response to Critty. She wants you to.
Blocking him?
She would like you to tone it down a bit.
Oh,
Who
I
said
see.
that? Critty?
Okay.
Critty the gorilla.
You know,
Pimp.
Well,
when Critty
I
gets out
don't.
of line, you just have to, what I call him little boy him.
I
Turn him
think
into
Little boy
I
blue.
really think I was thrown by the ankle bracelet, and again, it was the vibe of that evening. I realized that I was okay. I'm going to
Lynn,
say
you're
it. I
talking
was
to
out
black.
of my
Lynn,
league.
Lynn,
Oh,
you're talking to black men in America. We all are criminals here. The way the game is played.
Yes. Black people in
I
prison.
need you to get that through your head, Lynn. For all of us.
all right.
You
Okay.
just,
All
some of
right.
us just haven't been
Tattoo.
caught yet. Okay?
Okay. All right. I
All right,
will.
so we
Roll
got
with
I
that
it,
squared
will.
away.
roll with
He
it.
has done nothing more special than Martha Stewart, Little Kim, just having fun.
Let's see who
He's
else.
American. It's a part of the civil. Listen, if you don't dedicate some money to the judicial system here, you're not really a blue-blooded American.
Who was the guy who wore the clock around his neck?
Yo, what up,
Oh,
crew?
that's Flavor
Flavor
Flav.
Flav. Yes.
Flavor Flav.
If we can lock
You
Flavor
just fell
Flav
right
up,
And
in that.
we will damn sure
and
lock
he
Flavor
hung
up.
out. And he hung out with Brigitte Nelson for a while.
Yeah.
They
Yes,
had the big
yeah.
small combination.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking Bridget Nelson.
Yeah, he was tearing that thing out the
Goddamn
frame.
Tearing that
Critty,
ass
man.
out the frame.
They was just talking about Critty too. Like, where Critty? That now we know where Critty is, y'all.
Is
And Lynn's
is Frank
gulag.
here?
No,
It's
he
Crit.
can't be here. You killed him. You killed the Critty. Critty has died.
You know,
Oh,
Immaculate had him bending
You
over
know.
and turning around and putting his hands.
You see, good content.
It was
Good content.
He came
absolutely
over to the
hilarious.
house.
It was absolute. She told him to turn around and put his hands up and spread it. and he did exactly what she said.
Good
It was
cousin.
Wow.
absolutely hilarious.
In your show or something.
I
It was
clearly
right
have
after
no
he cussed
power.
her out.
He listened to
You
everything.
didn't exert it.
Yeah,
Nola
he
said,
wanted it. He wanted it. He loved it. He was
I
so
feel like
turned on.
I feel like I'm in some trippy deja vu. I swear to God, I had some
Why?
sort of dream of
Why?
this
Because
at one point.
pretty as wanted.
he wanted to be dominated.
There's wanted and
Yes,
then there's wanted
that's the
again. Like
word. That's the word.
keep
He
that in
wanted to be
context.
dominated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what's pretty bent over and spread? What did we
Spread eagle.
accomplish? I mean, what did we see? Uh, again,
I tell
Little
you.
boy blue.
Well, he just cussed her out. He tried to humiliate her, call her a bitch, a hoe, blah, blah, blah. So we just made him make a fool out of himself. And it was
Yes.
like 40 people on that live.
wow, wow. Okay, I need to have loftier goals. All right,
the
I see. So
Oh, okay.
little
I
boy.
need to
Oh,
start by
that.
unblocking. I need to start by unblocking the critty.
Yeah,
Okay,
unblock Critty.
Yes.
You tell me
unblock
the next
critty.
time you're ready to go back to battle with Critty, and I'll send you in there. Simple.
All righty then. Okay. Yes, I will.
Otherwise, he will
I
be
will
in the
do that.
comment section. He will be flinging. Okay, we would say hurling
Little boy
minor
blue.
insults your direction. I'm pretty sure. As long as you're prepared for the constant barrage of Critty.
But
Yes.
I far prefer people to come up. If they're going to hurl something at me, I think they should do it,
Well,
Yes.
from
I'm
a
not gonna
square.
let him
Stand
up
on
As
until
a-
block.
you're ready. Until you're ready to Critty,
There's my coffee.
I'll leave him in the city. Be right in
It's a
Comment City.
beautiful thing.
In Comment City. Don't worry about it, Lynn.
All right.
Won't
Well,
it
we'll
be a
release.
coming
We will.
away?
I'll tell you what. We will parole Critty.
Thank you. Free Critty, y'all.
We will. We will. We will let him out on parole.
Grizzly
Damn, it felt
bear.
like we're always doing this as black people. Huh? Always
In
trying
the
to get one of
west.
our brothers and sisters free.